welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute since you have seen me. I decided to take a mini just wellness week off because last week, for those who know, something happened to me. I will potentially do a story time on it, but I wanted to come back, and it's been a week and y'all miss me, to discuss a few important things, especially today with reality TV shows. There's a lot that's been going on lately, especially the week that I decided not to post. So many things has been going on. We're going to talk about Montoya, of course. Why wouldn't I? And then we're also going to talk about Love is Blind, last week's episode and this week's episode. So yeah, once again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. You know the deal. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started. Like I said, we were talking about Montoya. So the last video I did, I discussed the whole situation between Montoya and Anita, and like they were together for 1 year, and then Montoya caught Anita sleeping with another guy. I forgot his name. Ever since that video went viral, Temptation Island Spain has been just trending ever since then. Like each week there's always a video about Montoya. This week's videos, like this week's, what I've been seeing is two things. Finally Montoya met the guy that slept with Anita. So there's a funny scene because they're like, Montoya and the other guy is like, I'm still forgetting his name. They're going back and forth and arguing, and like, I don't understand Spanish, but like, I feel like I don't need to understand to know what's going on. Like, let's like watch a clip. Let's take a look just to show you what, like, I don't have to translate anything. I feel like y'all will understand what's going on. So let's take a look.
Inglés ya monta que ahora está temblando tú. Venga, madaricola. Venga, dijema. La respuesta es sí. Uy, como hablo así. Y ya lo verás. Madero, por esta respuesta. A cambiar chope por jamón. Per jamón, el chero y germada. Mallao, que chope de lata. El chope de lata, tú con aceituna. Con el chopedo que tiene, chope de aceituna mortadela. A ti te quedo fuera runera. A ti te quedo fuera la mortadela. Pero puta puede creer que me cabe en una mano de preguntando. Abro una penita. Y otra penita. Introduce la gambita. Luego no vale.
It's a video of Montoya with the other group of men who are part of the island. We see the hosts and the other guys are going back and forth. I feel like they're talking about length. And like Montoya's like teasing him by singing a song. That song now is trending all over TikTok. People are doing challenges. I'm not surprised. The other guy, I don't like him because here's two things. So my last video, I talked about how like, oh, if Montoya was cheating on Anita, like I don't blame her. Like, do what you gotta do. But after like posting a video, I found that like it was Anita who first cheated on Montoya. Then after that, he decided to play back. So if that's true, if Anita cheated on Montoya first, then I do feel bad for him. But that raises the questions like, people were like split in the middle between Montoya, like feeling bad for Montoya or rooting for Anita. But a lot of people now are seeing that like Anita started as first, so they're like rooting. A lot of people I've seen on the internet are rooting for Montoya first. So currently, like from what I'm gathering and getting, like I'm Team Montoya because like imagine getting cheated on first. Your girlfriend sleeps with another person. Mind you, the other person, the other guy, we'll call him M, he's really not really interested in Anita because like there was this clip where like he knocked on Anita's door to hear her response, and he was counting down, like doing a countdown to see how many seconds it would take for her to open the door. So I'm like, this is kind of weird. I don't like this. I mean, I'm not saying Montoya is not like perfect person, like he's not a perfect person as well, but like it was kind of, the other guy was giving great energy. No one's perfect. Everyone needs to learn the experience, and like hopefully they can get a good grasp of what they were taught during this experience, because everyone was just crazy. But yeah, that was a big thing. Another thing is that a lot of people I also saw on TikTok that a lot of people are shipping Montoya with the host, Sandra. Um, let's just watch a few videos, see what. My take on Temptation Island, Spain. I know the season finale is coming out next week, so I haven't watched full episodes because it's not available in the U.S. I'm hoping that Peacock, um, releases it on in the US because I don't know, because currently I know Peacock and Netflix are the only two streaming services that have uploaded Temptation Island in the US. So I'm hoping either one of them or both of them starts releasing or start with the broadcasting company in Spain to release the show in the US, because I think honestly it's trending. People are talking about it every week. I thought it was gonna be a 1 week thing, but it's been a month, and that's all everyone can talk about is just the whole Montoya situation, and like every week there's always an update. So yeah, I hope Peacock or Netflix or whatever, whichever streaming service gets on it real quick, because right now I feel like this show is going to be the new Love Island season 6. What I mean by that, like the show that was talked about all summer, or currently for us all winter. So yeah, I hope that's true, and let me know what you guys think about that. Like, do you think that like they should bring Temptation Island Spain to the US, like streaming services? What are your takes so far from what you've seen on TikTok? Are you team Montoya or team Anita? Like, let me know. I know it's Anita, so let me know what y'all think, and let's get into Love is Blind. Gosh, where do I even start? So last time I was just going over the cast members and just everything. Since I missed last week, I'll briefly go over last week of what I remember watching and then talk about this week. So from last week, we started with the vacation honeymoon phase. A lot of the couples who were engaged went to Honduras. Oh my God, which is in the country I want to visit. It's so beautiful. I've always knew it was beautiful, but seeing it in like Love is Blind, I was like, oh my God, like now I have more reason I want to go to Honduras. So they're there. They one thing about Netflix, they'll let you know that they have money now, because why am I hearing Digits Woman by Ariana Grande? I'm like, oh, okay. It's not even a cover. It's not even an acoustic cover. It's like literally Ariana Grande singing Dangerous Woman. I'm like, oh, y'all got money. No wonder y'all increasing the prices every single year on us, because it's going towards that. Makes sense. Like, I get it. So yeah, you see the couples, Monica, Devin and Virginia. We see them. Then we see David and Lauren. Oh my gosh, David. What did I tell you? I told you guys he would be the villain of the season. David, that's one thing he talked about during the vacation / honeymoon phase was, oh my gosh, we haven't had sex. When are we gonna have sex? Literally, you could ask him, oh my God, David,
how are you? I'm not okay. What? Because I haven't had sex. Literally.
a good section where like all the couples met up. It's all he could talk about. He literally went to each and every single couple, talked about, oh.
Did you have sex yet? No, David. What do you think of the dinner? Oh my God, yeah, no. Did you guys have sex yet? How are you, David? Oh no. I'm okay. Did you guys have sex yet? What about you? No, we didn't have it as well. Why?
Did everyone in the resort in Honduras need to know like you and Lauren didn't have sex yet? It's not necessary. I don't understand why it's important. Like, it's not that important. Like,
Somebody please me. Go for
even I, as if you didn't need to know you guys had sex yet. Like, that's all he could talk about. And if not that, the third guy situation. So this thing has been having a toll on the relationship between David and Lauren. So there was 3 weeks ago before entering the pod. She had like a fling with the guy, right? So it was like a fling, nothing crazy. Like it wasn't like a relationship. It was a fling. People flings are broad. I don't know what a fling really is, but all I know is that it was not a serious relationship. That's all you need to know, right? So that was like a week, 2 weeks before going into the pods. Then she ends up being engaged to David, and then come to find out that the guy that Lauren had a fling with, him and David have mutual friends. So like it's being spread around town after coming back from the vacation. People are finding they're engaged, and David finds out. Like it was brought up during the vacation, but like like, oh, it's not a big deal. And then it was brought up a lot when they got back home, to the point where like Lauren was crying, she was stressed out. Lauren's friends had to literally like tell David, like, dude, like it was like literally a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago before y'all even met. So like it was nothing serious. It's all good. They just had a thing. They were never confirmed. They were never official. So right? So Lauren kept reassuring David like it's nothing, it's no biggie, like this was nothing very serious. It's just a little thing, just before doing the whole experiment. So then David has met Lauren's friend. So it was Lauren's turn to meet David's friend. Now, literally they were setting up their apartment, had the snacks, and David was like, yeah, my friends are not coming over because they feel awkward about the whole situation. I'm sorry. Homie culture, this is what I gotta say. Homie culture, it's literally, how does your homie have more impact, homies or friends? Why do they have a say in your relationship? That culture needs to stop. It has to stop, because I'm hearing too many stories of a guy putting his friend's opinion over the relationship. I'm sorry, your friend should not have they should not have a say what we got going on. You're engaged to this woman. You got down on one knee and said, will you marry me? Because she got in a fling with a guy a week ago, and like your friends said it's weird, your sister says it's weird, and you were like, oh, I gotta step back.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So why does their opinion matter? That's what I'm trying to figure it out. You know why it matters? Because you found out, okay, Lawrence, had a fling with a guy, right? You guys are mutuals. You're not interested in her anymore, but you don't want to tell her that because you don't want to tell her that. We either know you're not interested in her, you're not interested in her anymore, or your insecurities are showing. One or the other. It could be both, because why are you getting triggered by her having a fling with a guy literally a week before the experience? Hello, everyone. Just want to make it clear that like Lauren having a fling was with the guy before she even went to Love is Blind. So I want to mention that. The double standards. But you're always at bars, flirting with girls, oh my god, while you were engaged? Yeah, let's talk about that. Why does it matter? What matters is that you found someone that you think you found the one to your opinion, you care about them, or you at least should care about them, so others' opinions should not matter. Like, what I have to say as your friend, you should be like, okay, I appreciate it, but sorry, I don't care, I'm still marrying her. That's it. That's all you have to say. It was like, I can go to marry her. Thank you. Next question. If you really care about her. It's not that hard. Right? So that's dumb. So they ended like long story short, spoiler alert, yeah. They ended up breaking up and the engagement was off, right? So now we get to Devin and Virginia. So they're having a cute moment in Honduras. It's cute, everything's going fine. Then they get back home, and then Virginia meets Devin's parent. His mom is white and his dad is black. We meet his mom, dad, sister, brother. I'm not saying that just because like, oh, like why does it matter? I'm just saying because like, there's a story you'll need to know connects to that, right? So then Virginia brings up the prenup. So she was very vocal about, okay, listen, if I'm gonna get married, I really want to have a prenup because, like, it's like, it makes sense. Like, if something were to happen, we'd get divorced. Like, obviously, we're not gonna, I don't want to divorce you, but like, let's say something in the future happens, we know if we were to get divorced, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, right? We'll still, be a couple. Like, if we were not to get divorced, we're still gonna be a couple. We're still gonna get married. We're still gonna support one another. My first was not really into the whole prenup situation. Then, like, he got into it, and then like he was explaining to his family. For some reason that like it didn't click with them, and like I think a prenup is a good idea. I feel like nowadays like at the end of the day, like it's between the couple if they want to do a prenup or not. But I think a prenup is a really good thing because it's like kind of like an insurance to kind of protect your stuff. I know here in this document it states if something were to happen, I know that it states here that 100% of my business belongs to me if we were to get a divorce. So I know my business is protect. That's an example. So I agree to see why Virginia would want a prenup. It's not saying she's like waiting for a divorce, but she's just trying to like make sure everything's okay. Especially if they were ended up to have kids. Like it's families are like, I don't know how I feel about that. They're trying to I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe she really wants to get a divorce. Then was like, no. Like at first I was like that. I was like, I don't think I agree with it. But then later on I realized like it makes sense, right? So then we meet Virginia's mom. We get sense like Virginia was cool with her mom, but not restaurant cafe. They were talking. Mom was like, "Oh my God, we're so happy! Like this is like we're so happy for you." Just talking very chill. Never like it was like just her, Virginia, her mom, and Devin. That's it. So then the next part is that Devin and Virginia, they're in bed. They're like, okay, is there any other like discussions we should have? Like, the days are coming. Like we're a couple now. Like we're engaged. Like the wedding's like in 2 weeks. Like everything seems smooth. Is there any other things we should kind of discuss? And they're like, yeah, I think we got everything covered. Virginia's like, wait, what about politics? Like, it's like you're in bed, you just want to chat, right? So she's kind of just talking about her political views. How she views like the whole discussion between like Christian values and like government laws and the idea of like church versus state, stuff like that. She was basically saying like, here's my thing, I'm mostly Democrat. I do believe in pro-choice or having someone have the right to have an abortion, this, that, and the third. And like she was saying like most black people are Democrat, because as we've seen throughout history, like that could be a whole other video, but we you get the sense of like why most black people are. I'm not saying I'm not putting them everywhere, but like ideally, or like there's some data behind like saying that most or a good amount of black people tend to vote Democrat. For example, the 92%. If y'all know what the 92% is, literally 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris in the last election, right? So hence proves are like most black people will vote Democrat when it comes to election, right? So she was just basically saying that, and she was like, yeah. She was like, Devin was like, oh, my dad's a black Republican. I feel like he got kind of like offended like by her saying that, but Virginia just saying like, like generally like I'm tend to lean that way because like Democrats like at the end of the government is the government, but I feel like most of my values are like it leans towards that side. But like Devin was like getting real protective by like saying, oh, what do you mean by that? Like my dad is black and Republican. I'm like, oh, okay. So it ends there basically, and like their scene. Then with the other couples, Ben and Sarah, just Sarah meets Ben's friends. People are making a joke that like Ben hired his friends, like they're not his real friends, like they're just like hired to be his friends, which it was debunked because what if his friends actually posted like pictures saying no, I'm his real friend. So that was funny. Then Ben meets Sarah's sister, and I think her sister's partner at a bar. They're talking about like, okay, they're asking Sarah like, yo, is Ben the one? Like, cause like they were kind of like like nervous for her, cause they're like, girl, no, but like she was like, I love him. This and the third. Also between Ben and Sarah, to talk about the whole TikTok scandal. The show didn't really talk too much about it, but someone just crying about their past experience with Ben, and like Sarah and Ben talked about it the next day. They're like, oh, this was like years ago. Like Sarah was like, I probably would have done something to someone years ago that I don't remember. So they kind of like squashed it and moved on. I don't know. What do you guys think about like Ben and Sarah? Do you think they're gonna get married? It's very like, I don't know. Yeah. Next one is we meet Taylor and Daniel, like, remember last time I talked about was the whole social media following thing. So then the next scene is where they're at a hotel and like they have the conversation again, and Taylor's like, oh, I can tell if you followed me because I have this app. I need to know the name of the app. I would love to know what app she's using for personal reasons. But yeah, she talks about the app and like she was looking through the list of people who follow and unfollow her. She couldn't find his name, but like he's very reassuring. And then they end up going to Honduras together. Their vibe was very cute. It was like, Taylor apologized again for saying like, I'm so sorry for thinking that like you knew me and cheated the system. You know, was like, it's okay. Being very, like, he was reassuring her like, it's all good. I understand. I would react the same way. It makes total sense. Then they go back to Minnesota, and then they meet. Taylor meets Daniel's sister, very cute, and then the parents meet each other. I think the parents meeting each other was super cute. I loved it. Both parents have been together for like like together 30 years plus. Just hearing like how their marriage experience has been going through, like, and like the advice they provide for them, but they're both Daniel's and Taylor's parents were very clear, like, divorce is not even an option. So if you two decide to get married, I'm not even joking, divorce is not even a joke. Like, don't even think about divorce. You're gonna have to stick it through, which I know there's some people who like still think that way. So like I can be like, oh my god, no, that's crazy. Like, it's their family and their views, but they're very clear about that. They're like, don't even think about divorce. Both understood that. I was like, yeah, we know, we understand. And we will, whatever we decide, we know we're going fully in. So that was, a meeting was cute. And then Daniel asked Taylor's parents again, can I have Taylor's hand in marriage? It was cute. And then from there, it's very cute. They went ice skating, nothing crazy, like nothing wow from there. But I really do hope they end up getting married, because like their whole like journey ever since the whole like social media situation, after that it's been very smooth, and like you see their bond like gets stronger and stronger. So I would really hope they do end up getting married, because like they're very cute. I like them. So yeah, that's that. Monica and Joey. The only thing that was crazy was the whole sister. So like Monica and Joey, they were cute the whole vacation. They get back home, Joey meets Monica's family. Sister was very jealous. Older sister was like, oh my god, I can't believe like I haven't got married yet and you're already engaged. I was like, girl, just say congratulations, I'm so happy for you. It's not that hard. But like even Joey was like, oh, I think your sister's jealous, because afterwards, like, they were talking, like, they got back to the apartment, and Joey was like, don't you think your sister, like, she's getting a little jealousy? And Monica slowly, like, started to, like, realize that. So then they ended, like, the second part of the season was like, oh, Monica's sister was like, oh, let me take a picture to kind of make up for it. They took a picture, but the sister was still acting jealous. I'm like, you know what? The fact that you took a picture for them, their engagement picture for free, we'll take it. You know what? Heck yeah. Baby steps. So that's that. So then we go to the all cast meet up. So all the engaged couple and all the single couples, they meet up. We found out that Meg and Mason are like talking. If you guys remember, Mason was in a love triangle with Madison and Meg, and then like Madison was like, oh, I see what you're doing, da da da. And then Mason was like, I have things for you, Meg. Meg was like, I'm not your second option. They ended up like talking, and like they were holding hands when they arrived. Madison was like, oh, you know, still like, and I'm not gonna say bitter because it's hard. Like, I'm not saying bitter, but like, was living her life, you know, doing what she wants to do. So that's that. And then Molly called out Dave for like being a horrible ex-fiance towards Lauren, like saying like, you don't know what you missed out on. Like, literally, she was with the guy with a fling a week ago. Even if it was a day ago, it shouldn't matter. Basically, like, calling out Dave, like, you're acting crazy. Like, stop it. You're losing an amazing woman who like loves you to death over because she was with a guy, not even like nothing serious, just a fling before their experience. So then like we see Dave talk to Lauren, nothing crazy. She was like, yeah, you didn't have my back, basically saying that. So that's that. And then we see the wedding. We see Sarah, the wedding's first, getting ready, and then we see Ben and Sarah like they're holding hands and they're about to say I do not, and that's when it cuts there. So we will see all the weddings next week, and I know next Friday, I know the reunion is right after that. I think it was already filmed, So we shall see what happens. I can't wait to see the wedding. Who will get married? Who's gonna get married or not? I think I don't know who, but I think there might be one couple might get married out of like all the couples. I'll be shocked if none of the couples got married. I wouldn't, because this season was but we shall see. I'm also excited for the reunion. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, that ends this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh, feel like